Claudia, great to have you back. Thanks for coming.
Great to be here, Neil. Thank you.
So you reminded me in your own inimitable way, which I love, is you just said, it's nice to look at the nice, Kim Jong-un, but let's not forget the same Kim Jong-un was launching missiles left and right and threatening the world just a few months ago. Which is the real one, you think?
The real one is the one who tested what was probably a hydrogen bomb last September and bragged about it. The real Kim Jong-un is the one who returned the American college student Otto Warmbier to America to die in a horribly abused and wounded state, to die in front of his parents after more than a year of incommunicado detention. The real Kim Jong-un, Neil, is the dictator of the world's most repressive totalitarian state.
So how should the president enter this? He's already said, Claudia, that he would up and leave the table if it looked like the talks are going nowhere. I don't know what would define that, but you do. What would be the kind of thing where you would step away and say, you know what, this isn't worth the time?
We should be looking at all of this with enormous skepticism, and really it's hard to conceive of any deal that could genuinely be enforced that would really defang North Korea. Where it's not only its nuclear weapons that are dangerous, it's also its biological weapons program, its chemical weapons program, the conventional weapons with which it has threatened South Korea, especially the capital of Seoul, for decades, with which it launched the Korean War in 1950. I think that the best President Trump, the approach that he could take here would be basically to listen to Kim Jong-un and make sure that Kim Jong-un, who's surrounded by sycophants, really, including his sister, has the clear message that America is willing to obliterate him. And then I think President Trump should just leave and let him think about that. There's no deal that short of regime change that's really going to stick in North Korea.
You were reminding me that we're making a big deal of the fact that it's been, a couple of months since his last missile test, and that's unusual.
Yeah.
But you were reminding me that he's gone far longer, as is his father before that, between threatening tests, right?
Oh, yeah, of course. This whole thing, the things that are right now being portrayed by North Korea, and to some extent, I think by the Trump administration, as concessions by North Korea, are not actually concessions. They're kind of throwaways. A freeze on nuclear tests, well, North Korea went 4 years between its second and third nuclear test, 2009 to 2013. And during that time, they're doing research. They're figuring out how they can improve the warheads. They're doing business with places like Iran and missiles and possibly nuclear technology. And then he moved right along to a series of further tests. And actually, there was an 8-month pause last year between a January test and a September test. That was 8 months. That's about the length of time it's been since that hydrogen bomb or apparent hydrogen bomb test last September. So we're not into terrain where there's some sort of special concession as far as a pause on nuclear tests. What we've seen so far, I would call the normal North Korean pause for the logistics of its nuclear program. They don't test every day. Nobody does. So it was a throwaway. Also, Neil, the underground test site that they've used for every one of the 6 tests since 2006, there have been reports, unconfirmed but quite interesting, that it is not stable. Okay, they've touched off 6 nuclear warheads of increasing power under this mountain. It is quite possible that they need to shut it down in any event, develop another site, tweak whatever they've got there. So again, the offer to shut down the Punggye-ri test site, I don't think that means anything. And you can go on in this vein. Unfortunately, North Korea has shuttered nuclear facilities before. It does that with every nuclear deal.
Wow.
And then guess what it does? It reopens them. So
amazing.
Again, all these things that are playing as concessions, this is tinsel and glitter. This is not actually North Korea opening itself up. And actually, Kim Jong-un and the president of South Korea, Moon Jae-in, frolicking hand in hand through Panmunjom, again, that doesn't do anything. What it says for North Korean propagandist purposes is that Kim Jong-un set foot in South Korea, the part of the peninsula that I think there's great evidence he still wants to subjugate.
Kind of bumming me out here with all this sobering talk here, Claudia.
Yeah.
But we should
Well,
at least enter it with eyes wide open, to your point. Thank you, Claudia. Great seeing you.
Absolutely, yes.
Claudia Rosette, of course, the Independent Women's Foreign Policy Fellow.